Okay. So Hari Om, we think we're back, hopefully. Hopefully you're out there, and here we are, ready for our Yoga Nidra. I was in the middle of thanking a lot of people, and also wanted to add to the list of our gurus and inspirers, and also Swami Mukti Dharma, who was very instrumental in the beginning of Anahat, as well as my daughter Atma Sundari, who was born here and is now 25. So her journey has been parallel to the journey of Anahat. And all the people, some of you maybe who are online with us or in this room, who've come and gone over the years. So thank you. And introducing now Sannyasam Prabhavananda, who has been here also since the very beginning, connected to Anahat, and he's going to share a Yoga Nidra, traditional Yoga Nidra from the Bihar School of Yoga with you today. So welcome, and Hari Om Tat Sat. And no snoring folks in the in the room. Okay, Hari Om.
Hari Om. Please lie on your back in Shavasana. And based on your experience, use whatever cushion and blanket allows you to lie totally comfortable on your back, so that the body can remain still, motionless, the mind awake and alert during the whole practice of Yoga Nidra. Have the arms beside the torso with the palm of the hands either facing the body or facing up. Fingers are naturally curled. Use the next two exhalations to settle the body more clearly, more fully onto the floor. And with the eyes slightly closed, begin to visualize the surrounding of the building. Visualize the shape and dimension of the room the body is lying in. The position of the doors and windows. The outline of the body. Each individual finger of the left hand. Feel the plane of contact between the body and the floor. The clothing touching the skin. The lips touching each other. The eyelids covering the eyes. Feel the plane of contact between the body and the floor. The clothing touching the skin. The lips touching each other. The eyelids covering the eyes. Begin to listen to the various sounds around you. And like a radar, listen to sounds coming from different directions. Listen to more subtle sounds, sounds that may come from further away. Bring awareness to closest sounds. The sound of the breath. The sound of the heartbeat. Now with clarity and conviction, mentally repeat a short positive sankalpa. Something that you would like to achieve within your life. And repeat the sankalpa mentally 3 times with clarity and conviction. Let the sankalpa rest within the depth of the mind as you bring your awareness to the right hand. As you hear the guiding voice mentioning the various parts of the body, mentally repeat the body part, visualize and relax it. Right hand thumb, index finger, middle finger, ring finger, small finger, all fingers together, the palm of the hand, back of the hand, wrist, forearm, elbow, upper arm, shoulder, armpit, right side of the chest, waist, hip, front of the right thigh, kneecap, shin, ankle, sole, top of the right foot, big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, fifth toe, all toes together. Relax and surrender the whole of the right side. Relax and surrender the whole of the right side. Bring awareness to the left side. Left hand thumb, index finger, middle finger, ring finger, small finger. All fingers together. The palm of the hand, back of the hand, wrist, forearm, elbow, upper arm, shoulder, armpit, left side of the chest, waist, hip, front of the left thigh, kneecap, shin, ankle, sole, top of the left foot, big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, fifth toe, all toes together. Relax and surrender the whole of the left side. Relax and surrender the whole of the left side. Bring awareness to the back of the body. Right heel, left heel. Right calf muscles, left calf muscles. Back of the right knee. Back of the left knee. Back of the right thigh. Back of the left thigh. The right buttock, left buttock, lower back, middle back, right shoulder blade, left shoulder blade, spinal cord, back of the neck, back of the head, top of the head, forehead, right temple, left temple, right eyebrow, left eyebrow, right eyelid, left eyelid, right eye, left eye, right ear, left ear, right cheek, left cheek, nose, tip of the nose, right nostril, left nostril, both nostrils together, upper lip, lower lip, both lips together, the inside of the mouth, tip of the tongue, below the tongue, the top surface of the tongue, gum, teeth, jawline, chin, throat, right collarbone, left collarbone, right side of the chest, left side of the chest, middle of the chest, upper part of the abdomen, lower part of the abdomen, the navel. Relax and surrender major body parts. The right foot and right leg, the left foot and left leg, both feet and legs together, the right hand and right arm, the left hand and left arm, both hands and arms together, back of the torso, front of the torso, the whole torso, back of the head, front of the head, the whole head, back of the whole body, front of the whole body, the whole body. Relax and surrender the whole body. Relax and surrender the whole body. Shift awareness to the breath. And begin to count backwards from 27 towards 1 as follow. Inhalation 27. Exhalation 27. Inhalation 26. Exhalation 26. Continue to count backwards with a relaxed, focused awareness. If you lose count of the breath, go back to 27 and start again. Stay awake and alert. Bring awareness to the nostrils, and with the inhalation, follow the breath as it moves up. And with the exhalation, follow the breath as it moves down the nostrils. Maintaining a one-pointed awareness. With the inhalation, the slightly cooler air moves up the nostrils. With the exhalation, the slightly warmer air moves down the nostrils. One point of awareness. Begin to listen to the various sounds around you. Listen to the inherent sounds of the breath, the subtle sound of the inhalation is so, and the subtle sound of the exhalation is hum. Continue to listen to the inherent sounds of the breath, so, hum. With the inhalation, a vibration of so is moving up the nostrils. With the exhalation, a vibration of hum is moving down the nostrils. Stay awake and alert. Let go of the awareness of the breath. And evoke and experience a feeling of heaviness. Evoke and experience a feeling of heaviness. With each exhalation, allow the body to become heavier and heavier. Feel the heaviness within the toes and feet, ankles and legs, pelvis and torso, hands and arms, neck and head. Intensify the feeling of heaviness. Then allow the feeling of heaviness to transform into a feeling of lightness. And with each inhalation, allow the body to become lighter and lighter. Light like a feather. Experience the sensation of lightness throughout the whole body, from the tip of the toes to the top of the head. Let the sense of body weight return to normal. And evoke and experience a feeling of coolness. Evoke and experience a feeling of coolness. Allow the whole body to become cooler and cooler. Experience the sensation of coolness in every cell of the whole body. Intensify the feeling of coolness. Now allow the feeling of coolness to transform into a feeling of heat. And with it, shift awareness down to the navel. And from there, feel the heat radiating out to every part of the whole body. Intensify the feeling of heat. Let the sense of body temperature return to normal. And shift awareness to the space around the closed eyes. And there begin to visualize the following images as clearly as possible, as vivid as possible, and as colorful as possible. The rising sun behind the mountains, the blue sky, white clouds drifting in the blue sky, gray clouds, raindrops, a busy highway, a beautiful garden, a red rose, a white rose, a cherry tree blossom, a tree without leaves, a tree covered in snow, a sandy beach, footprints within the sand, the setting sun, the full moon, the sky full of stars, a sleeping baby, the rising sun. Once more, with clarity and conviction, repeat your sankalpa. Repeat it mentally 3 times. Visualize writing a sankalpa onto a whiteboard. Begin to externalize by becoming aware of your breath. Listen to the various sounds around you. Feel the texture of the various clothing and any coverings touching your skin. The air temperature on the exposed skin. The contact your body has with the floor. Visualize the outline of your body. Each individual toe of the right foot. Visualize the various items within the room. Recall the day of the week. And begin to fully awaken the body by introducing some movements. Move your toes and fingers, your feet and hands. And move and stretch in whatever way allows you to become fully awake and alert as the practice of Yoga Nidra is complete. And take all the time you need within the next minute and a half to come from lying back into a comfortable seated position. Take your time, and for those of you who are in a seated position, lightly close the eyes and keep the awareness internalized. Choose a positive quality that you will take from this Yoga Nidra into the rest of your day. Then establish a focal point in form of a steady burning flame within a heart space. Keep a relaxed focus on that flame as we chant Om 3 times, followed by Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Inhale deeply. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om. And when you're ready, open your eyes. Hari Om Tat Sat.
Hari Om Tat Sat. Thank you to those who joined us out in the world, and for those of you here at Anahata. We'll meet back here at 2:15 for our history and slideshow, and that's New Zealand time for those online. And so enjoy going to lunch. And there's also a beautiful market, and we have a what is it called? A raffle. We have a raffle. So please go and get your raffle tickets. We've got some amazing offerings, some gifts that have been given that are supporting us for fundraising. And for those that are out in the world, feel free to make a donation. And we'll be sharing a little bit more about our 25th anniversary auction, which we are launching today. And I'll share more about that over the next few sessions. But thank you for being here, and thank you to Prabhavananda for sharing the beautiful practice of Yoga Nidra, and see you soon. Hari Om Tat Sat. You can roll